Your birth chart is a unique cosmic map, a blueprint of your creative potential, of the gifts that you came into this life with, your natural talents and artistic abilities, as well as the gifts and the full creative expression you're meant to embody. It can also really help you to understand like what creative work will fulfill me the most, like what truly lights me up, and what is my destiny, Well, that is all in your birth chart, and we're gonna get into it today. Blessings, friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sandler. I'm a creative and herbalist, a star lover, and a wild witchy woman. And yeah, I'm so grateful you're here. Welcome to day 8 of 19 days of creative devotion, where I am showing up to my creativity, to deepening my craft of video making every single day for 19 days. So we're finally over that 1 week threshold. Let's go. Number 8, my favorite number in the world. So we're gonna light a special candle today. I feel like also because we're bringing in those cosmic energies. Day 8, abundance, expansion, growth. That's what I feel. I'm also a life path 8 in numerology, so I love number 8. We can look at the planets in the lens of like, how does this inform our creativity, our creative work, our creative process? And it can be so illuminating and really give us permission to express that part of ourselves more fully. Because I think that's the thing with astrology, human design, numerology, all these different modalities, is sometimes it's like a seed that's within you. And when it's actually acknowledged and honored and put into words, you can begin to embody it more fully. So I'm going to start with a couple really basic things to understand about your birth chart, and that will really help to guide you. And then we're going to talk about the 2 most important placements in your chart as a creative to really understand your unique creative path and what you're meant to do here as an artist. Bring up your birth chart. You can go, astro.com is my favorite website to use. Just find like a free website. If you can, put in the exact time that you were born. First thing I want you to really understand and look at is what elements are dominant in your chart. So every sign is one of the 4 elements: fire, water, earth, or air, as well as each sign embodies a different modality, a different mode. So it will be mutable, cardinal, or fixed. I have a lot of water and fire energy, which is really interesting because they're kind of like opposites. And I actually have no earth energy, which is really significant. Like, notice, am I missing? And obviously we have the whole chart. We all have all the signs, but am I missing any placements in any of the elements or also any of the modalities? Like, what are my strengths here? And for me, I actually have a grand fire trine, which means that I have placements in all of the fire signs, which creates like a triangle, and you might have that in one of the elements as well. And I feel like for that, it's really to notice, okay, like I really resonate with fire, and maybe that element can really be an ally for me on my creative path. And then in terms of the modalities, you can see like, okay, do I have a lot of cardinal energy, which means that you're really good at starting things, you're really good at initiating. Do I have a lot of fixed energy, which means you're really good at building, maintaining, sustaining? Or do you have a lot of mutable energy like me, which means you're kind of like a chameleon and you're really good at adapting and being flexible and transitioning and ending things. So really look at like, what are the dynamics of my chart overall, and kind of zoom out, and then we're gonna zoom in. Now for the juicy juice, okay? You just focus on these 2 placements, you will receive so much wisdom about your creative expression and your unique path, like yours. Okay, so first one is your midheaven. So traditionally associated with career. So this is going to be really helpful, especially for those of us who want to be full-time creators, who want to be artists as like their career. And that is your highest point in your chart. Your midheaven, I feel like, can really show you the archetype you are meant to embody as a creative. So the archetype that will really guide you into how to share your gifts in a way that will fulfill you the most. So I feel like the midheaven can really teach us and tell us a lot about fulfillment as an artist and what truly fills us up, what truly is the passion that lives in us that wants to be shared and is really like this gift. Like, to me, it feels like this gift that you are meant to give to humanity. And that is why you will feel most fulfilled when you really embody this energy in your chart. For me, I'm a Sagittarius midheaven. And so this point you will only know if you do know the exact time of your birth, because it's dependent on your rising sign. And when I figured this out and really connected it into my creative path, it just was so obvious. It's like, okay, what really fills me up is inspiring people, is motivating people, is sharing these ideas and these processes and taking people on a journey. Like, that is what actually fulfills me. And I love, the handcrafted process. I love making products and designing labels and all of that. But what actually fulfills me and makes me like when I go to sleep at night, I feel like, yeah, I did my job. Like, I did what I'm meant to today, is when I'm able to express that part of me that wants to inspire others and light a fire within them. Okay, drum roll. The most important placement of all is your North Node and South Node. I think probably people who know astrology won't be that surprised, but so these are the nodal points of the moon at your time of birth. So your South Node is traditionally associated to like your past life, the gifts, maybe the pain, the memories that you came into this life with from past lifetimes. And then your North Node is like your guiding star. It's the destiny you're here to embody. And as an artist, I think it can really help us to see like the South Node are like these natural talents that you came into this life with, and they're things that you naturally gravitate towards, you resonate with, you feel a sense of belonging to, and are just like an easy, natural thing to connect to. And so those could be like those talents and those artistic abilities that you just came into this life like already being good at. We're meant to take those gifts and we're meant to kind of alchemize them and merge them with our North Node, is what I feel, especially as artists. Like, there's some astrologers that say, oh, we need to move from our South Node into our North Node. I feel like it's almost like actually this alchemical process, especially because those two signs are going to be complete opposites. So for me, I'm an Aquarius South Node. So like, I'm really comfortable with connecting to the eccentric, to being on like the fringes of society, to, really helping humanity without perhaps being noticed, like just being a part of the community. Whereas then the North Node, I think, is actually the most significant placement in any birth chart, but especially for the artist, and especially for someone who wants to be a career creative, who wants to make this their full-time kind of like mission and way that they make money. Our North Node is going to be perhaps calling us to do things, to step into either a way of being or a way of showing up or a way of, living our life that is deeply uncomfortable and perhaps feels unnatural. And yet there's a calling for us to step towards it. Like, there's this almost like otherworldly magnetism towards stepping into it. And I'll illuminate in a second, like the example in my own chart. But I think the thing to know as an artist is when you choose to be uncomfortable and step into the light of your North Node and actually do what it's calling you to do and embody, you will be stepping onto your path of destiny as a creative. And you will be working, you will be co-creating with the divine. It's like stepping onto your divine destined path. And maybe you don't believe in destiny. I sure do. I think it's free will and destiny. But there's a certain kind of magic, of synchronicity, of unseen support that will surround you and follow you and aid you when you step into this North Node energy and you embrace it and you just like courageously do what it calls you to do. And it will be breadcrumbs and step by step. And there's obviously not just going to be like a moment in your life where suddenly you're in your North Node and you fully embodied it. But I think that if we want to live a life that is one fulfilling, like our midheaven is asking us, but like is fulfilling, and that feels like our potential. Ooh, that's what it is, y'all. Our creative potential is deeply intertwined with our North Node. This is the potential of who we could come to be in this life if we fully embrace, this blueprint, this map, this embodiment of this lifetime. And so when you embrace your North Node, you embrace your creative potential. And like, isn't that so exciting? And like also a relief, because I know for a lot of us artists, one of our like deepest fears is that we will not fulfill our potential. But just know that in order to fulfill your potential and embody your North Node, you must get uncomfortable. You might have to be cringy. You might have to be doing something and your heart is beating 1,000 miles a minute and you feel so nervous. But that's actually a good sign, because it means that you are kind of breaking out of that South Node comfort zone and you're stepping in to the light of your North Node. For me, I'm a Leo North Node. And so, like I said, I'm comfortable being like the outsider, being on the outskirts, like not having attention on me. But then my Leo North Node is all like expression, like you're here to express, you're here to be in the spotlight, you're here to be seen, like you're here to be like big and like loud and bright. And it's like, oh my gosh, like so many times I'll be in groups of people and I'll feel this like tickle in my throat, like my heart will start to beat, and it's like I know there's something that needs to be expressed, but that South Node part of me is like, oh, so I'll just like, someone else can speak up, someone else can say it. But when I actually choose to step into that North Node energy and I express the thing that no one's saying, that I'm like, oh, this might trigger people, but I'm gonna say it anyways, or like I just express the thing that's on everyone's heart, then I witness such magical synchronicities. I witness people opening up and, deep friendship being made, or like there's just this certain energy, like I feel like this energetic field that you can tap into when you step into your North Node energy, and it's electric, it's magical, it's like, yeah, something that I know I want to continue to do more and more and more. Of course, Odin is here for this video as well. Just needed to let you know that his presence is in this video. So yeah, I think that's everything I want to share today. This has been so much fun. Like astrology and creativity are like two of my biggest passions. So it's so much fun to share this with you. And I really want to know below, like either tell us more about what are your placements in your chart, or like how you've seen like the reflection of your path as an artist with your birth chart. Like I really want to hear below, like let me know, what is your South Node and North Node placements? What is your midheaven? I would love to hear. And yeah, I'm thinking I might maybe like later on in this challenge do another video on human design. Let me know if that interests you as well. And just talking about, because human design is more so about our energy and how our energy moves through our body, and I think it is just really helpful as well for understanding our creative energy and how to best support it. All right, so until tomorrow, I hope you have a beautiful, blessed, cosmically aligned day, and thank you so much for watching.